You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind.
Of things and ideas, you've just crossed over to the J-Bird BackYard Zone.
So these lights right here happen to stand up one night or one little event, or about 10 minutes. But they did not show up in the sky like that. They showed up like it turned on here, turned on there. It wasn't touching in, and it opened it up in Final Cut and took it frame by frame. And let's say frame number 6, I went over it once. There'd be nothing there. If I come back again, let's just say on frame 6, there'd be just a light there. And then, so I ended up going through all the video and doing that. And when I would stop and be able to bring it up, I would mark it and then it would stay. And then when I was done, this is the pattern I made when I sped it up and played it back after bringing up all those points of light. Because when I was filming outside and looking up, you know, he turned on here. Yeah, I wasn't even I was all done that early, so it was like a sequence of light, you know, kind of what they did, but, you know, so where they did pop up solid or very visible to me, I zoomed in and enlarged them, and see kind of, man, I would love to get sharp image of these things. See them once in the daytime, but I don't know, it's the same thing at night. We kind of need to come from the same place. We do the same thing, but also with the lights, use amber colored white or blue, whatever. A few times there's this red light with them, and this light is always giving me the creeps for some reason or another. There'll be 2 messing with me, or some 3. Who knows? I'm in there, but 2 or 3 light up for me, and then and this thing will light up sometimes too, like in the background. Like I don't know, maybe we're responsible. I don't know. And the other ones are just gagging around. But yeah, whenever everyone show up, he would like show up and then like round everybody up, like, all right, get out of here, time to go home. Stuff like that. I don't know, but I always got bad vibes from that one. And I think one time it just showed up by itself and really made itself known to me. And that's, the red light, like, what is this? And, it was glowing and pulsating. I was just like, after this, I'm going in. But that's a picture of it right there. Yeah, I don't know if you see my first documentary on these guys. But if you remember, I showed a little picture, depicting what they look like to me in the daytime. And the closest thing I could find was this, it's a nail. Someone's nail. But in here is a picture of them when they lit up, when it was visible to me at night. When I zoomed in the camera, that's what it looks like. But, not bad, huh? Pretty good description. Wasn't too far off. Yeah, but these things, I don't think these things hold any one shape. It's looking like they can do what they want. I don't know. It's true. Now these are them in the daytime. I got security cameras, and then I got one designated, for the little patch of sky, which I stumbled onto. But that's where I flash over with my lasers at night and get them. I'll hit them in the little freeway there, and attack them, and they'll come over. They won't come over. They don't come over for me. They come over for the lights. They come over to see me, and they're like, who's this guy? Let's get out of here. I'm sure, but I know if I had 15 watt lasers flashing the military, Air Force, Navy, anybody, Black Ops, whatever, they, would come over if they wanted to check out what it was, but they wouldn't reveal themselves. They wouldn't show themselves. At night. But what I do have now is side-by-side footage of a designated 2 cameras now, security looking in that direction. One was an infrared filter, 950 nanometer, and one in a regular visual spectrum. So, because when I see him in the infrared, I go outside and nothing in the sky. But if there's an airplane, because the airplane will be on both screens. You won't see the airplane itself, but you'll see what's coming off the airplane, whether it's contrail or chemtrail. But if you go outside, you can easily make out the airplane. They call it an airplane, 2 wings, an engine, or 2 engines, whatever. But it's hard to see it on the film. But now this thing I had in the sky, first of its kind, I had no idea what the hell it was. I still, since I haven't seen it again, or know what the hell it was, but it was tripping me out. Now, they had already made their appearance to me, and then took off, and then I was still waiting around, and then this thing came up, and I was tripped out, but I don't know, maybe it's a glitch, anomaly, I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, but these next few clips is side by side, and even on this one, I got one of my security cameras looking still up in that kind of vicinity of the screen, so I was able to put 3, and it ain't in there. Because with an airplane, I'll show you what the airplane is, and what's this thing, it's just by itself. So check it out. And all this footage is at real time. And you can look, all the numbers are dated and locked in sync. I know the 2 screens aren't exactly lined up. That's besides the point. I got them straighter and more synced up to date, but you can tell that that's the same tree right there. And as you can see in the other clips, when the airplane is there, and maybe just a couple seconds time lapse only because it's off angle. But that's besides the point. Now, I did this little sped up time lapse of in the backyard because when I'm filming and showing, we're basically just looking at a black screen and a few couple dots show up, big freaking deal, but I show this because this is always where I'm located and my camera's located, and either to the left or to the right. Actually, they usually show up from the left or the right, but coming from behind that tree, and I can see why I track them, all shines the light through that tree, and she knows I got 3 lights going. So it probably looks like some crazy laser show on the other side of the tree. That's how it'll leave, or hit the branches, and then go through. And it's like I'm turning them all off and on, at like probably Mach speed, probably, that would grab your attention, especially when these lasers dead hit you, even at 20 miles away. It's blinding. Anyway, yeah, so I get why they come all the way up to the tree, up to the house, because, even them all the way back there, they can't see what the hell is coming out of that tree. So again, they come see the lights, not me. And as soon as they see me, they're like, God, they leave this guy. Get out of here. And clearly you can see nothing. So that's not an airplane. But you can clearly see that first guy that was going, he didn't come up on the camera. But this guy coming is obviously an airplane. And because you can see him just at the top of the right hand screen. It's a little delayed, but by the time he's centered on the left hand screen, just underneath the Monday on the right hand screen up top, you'll see him come in, and that's an airplane, because you'll see him on both sides. We see this guy pop up. What the trick is, it looks like they're almost on the same vectors as the commercial aircraft. But they wouldn't see him because they're only right there, visible in the infrared spectrum. But at night, it's a whole different thing. Those things will light up right in the soup of traffic. I can't imagine what the pilots see day in, day out. Also, notice how much this is an airplane, how much slower it's going than these other guys. Because in that other clip, that guy across the screen in less than a minute. This guy takes about almost double that. So he's about 400 knots. Simple math, what the other guys are doing. These next pictures are pretty cool. My daughter's sitting out back on the couch. She noticed this light, and she goes, Daddy, what's that? And I was like, huh? I look up, no way. Sure enough. But the thing is, he was super low, very bright. He looked like he was broken down, had car trouble or something. But he was there for a long time, and he even had time where you could call my mom, slow moms is. And, she come out and had the binoculars in my hand. I was about to look at it. She goes, what is that? And I'm all, oh, you see now. I was like, that's what we've been seeing all year. And I gave her the binoculars. She looked up at it. What is that? But I was like, I'm going to get the camera because I just turned one of my handhelds into infrared. That's what these photos are. They're infrared. Sometimes some of the pictures that I took, when you see the object there, wasn't there. Right? And I took the picture. So I was taking pictures. And I didn't flash these ones with laser. They disappeared. And in the beginning, too, when I'd go outside and smoke first, it was almost like they were really funny. Because they would illuminate, turn on without the laser. What was odd, though, or, made me think something was wrong was, he stayed lit up and bright and big for a while. And he was loud up there. It's like, hey, buddy, I don't know if you know, but everybody can see you right now. But they took care of whatever they had to take care of the car. This next picture is see the thing in the daytime and took a picture of it. I'd never seen it before and haven't seen it since, but it wasn't an airplane, it wasn't a helicopter. And I kind of zoom in the Air Force so we can see it, but now this picture, I don't even know what it was. I took a time-lapse picture of an airplane crossing by. You can kind of see the curve, the stars and everything. But what the heck is this thing in the bottom right-hand corner? I have no idea. I never saw that, so I recalled up the footage. It went a moon out, so that was good for me too. And this clip is just once more just, of an airplane crossing the screen. So this is what an airplane looks like at night. And it's how fast the airplane travels. You kind of see the differences, but yep, it's an everyday airplane. An airplane, there's 4 lights going on. 2 on the wing, mandatory, red, and a green underneath. Those are nav lights, just for pilots to see. Because you can tell underneath the airplane which way the plane's going by which side the light's on. Anyway, there's always a glow with an airplane with the flashing lights. You can see it sometimes up to 100 miles away. But when it's right over, you can tell, oh, there's a solid light and there's a blinking light. These things, the whole thing is lit up and the whole thing is blinking. That's just the way its energy is fluxing, and that's the way the infrared picks it up. But again, it's just the way they move, and I don't know if anything's in there, to be honest. But it's clear, whatever it is, it's intelligent. It's I'm aware of it, and it's aware of me. It's expressed that, and I've expressed it back. Yeah, I can go and call them, and with the lasers over in their direction, lasers. It's not me, it's, my life. And then, but yeah, once we do establish, we have each other's attention, it's only been a couple of times where we stuck around for about 7 minutes, 7-10 minutes, where I had time to go in and out and in and out. And, but usually it's, they see what the light is, who I am, but then they expose themselves. Why would they do that? No Army, Navy, nobody, even if I had 15 watt lasers up in the sky, our military they would come over and see who it was, but they wouldn't expose themselves and turn themselves on. And then with this elementary child interaction, I blink once, blink twice, so on and so forth. But I'm always left to ask, what the hell are these things? So this is my little spot, and it makes sense why they would come over, because I'm tucked underneath that tree, all the way in the corner, and they come to the right, which would be in front of me, or over to the left of me to see what's going on, or they come in the backyard right up to the tree. And real quick to remind you how I stumbled onto this. If you had this pointing at you, hitting you from over 20 miles away, wouldn't you go see what it was? If you had the ability, especially if you're up in the air, wouldn't you scoot on down to the road real quick? Yeah, see, those little guys ain't so much into me as they are my little friend here. See, these ain't kind of laser you can buy at the store. As a matter of fact, you ain't buying these at the store. 1 watt converted. It's almost 2 watts right here. These go 20 miles plus. You screw them down right here, and you get a quick demonstration of how powerful these little guys are. See the cold-weighting lens there? Getting this thing to infinity, right? See that match right there? Now these are only your baby 1 watts right here. You need glasses to use these things. It will destroy your retina. Well, you know what? They'll also call UFOs over too. You hit right at the point. There you go. And like that, this is some serious fucking laser right here. Okay, now this other clip is I wanted to test out my theory on getting a schedule on them. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go outside with the intention of shining over in their area and see if I can get them to come over. I had both the cameras going in the back, and sure enough, you're patient, like fishy. And within 10 minutes, about 10 minutes, after flashing a little bit, and I got a hammock out there now, so I just lay back and shoot up in the sky. And sure enough, one came over. But what the trip is I position my cameras, everything. I've got all the infrared lights off the thing, so it's just, it's just purely black. If anything lights up, that's what you want. You don't want your foreground to be lit up in anything, because you're going to catch it in infrared. So I got the cameras working, and I got them pointed up in the direction that you know where they're going to come over. I'm usually shooting, but I try to move them over to the left just a little bit more to catch them to come up if they're coming over. And where would you know? This guy comes over, but he comes far left out of the angle of the view of the cameras somehow. Whether, and he lit up, he played with me for a minute, and then took off. And I figured, man, those didn't come up on the cameras. But I went and brought them up anyway, and looked, and sure enough, they weren't on the camera. But I thought, wait a minute, I have another camera that's up front, looking that way. He catches our driveway and the street and up in the sky. And when you guess, there he is. He turns on out of nowhere, and if you notice, he's coming over my direction. And he did. But he was probably out. I don't know. I'm putting him. I put him about halfway between me and the freeway, 15, at about, I don't know, give or take, has to give about 5,000 feet, maybe a little more, which is usually pretty low for me. But they come high, super high. They come low, very low. A quick side note though, I have noticed these things, these rod-looking things, that show up. I paused the other one too, so you can see, it doesn't look like any moth or anything, and I'm used to all the bugs seasonally that we see, and I only see those things, and those other guys come around. I don't know, I could be wrong, but if anybody knows the bugs that look like this, let me know. So there's been a handful of times, maybe like 4 or 5 times, and I put them at 1,000. They were pretty low. One time they looked like they were having kind of a little car trouble. They looked like they were kind of broken down, or it just looked odd. And one time me and my daughter, this one had our attention in the front, as we're looking through the front, and I just went ahead and turned around and scanned the sky, just for no other reason. Someone in the room looking at you, and sure enough, there was right above us, within 1,000 feet, was this one lit bright, and it was completely checking us out. It was like trying to see, who's who, and that was during the beginning. So yeah, it was pretty crazy how it left. It never turned off. It just went out foreground. It just crazy kind of curve turn, and then gone. Now I just bounced this down. I didn't notice these two guys up here. But like I said, one usually gets my attention, and then apparently the other one's checking me out, or appear to. But yeah, this guy got my attention to the left, and I never even seen those guys. I just barely now seen them on the footage, and I've seen this footage, quite a few times. But I'm always dead focused on that left bottom of the tree. And if you notice on the left bottom of the tree, another one comes over there too. But there was 2 up here, and there's no clouds or anything like that, so that was an airplane. You would have seen him as soon as he got into the frame of the screen. He would have been blinking all the way across, like in the other clips. But trip out on that, huh? And an airplane never stops blinking unless it's a military F-117, and it wants to turn all the lights off because it's about to bomb you, but he already came in. You would never see him anyway. But yeah, this thing kind of skips on over, and the way it kind of trails is, one of the ways it moves mysteriously, or it's just radiating. It's radiance, or just the IR's trailing. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. And because there's something there when I was shining lasers, when I was calling it over, and there it is. And so, and something did show up. So, it's pretty crazy clip, but just one of the many. And I barely started recording and capturing this and it's already been a year and a quarter. And I can tell you this much, I can guarantee you a UFO Saturday between the hours of 10 and 10:30. But, but I'll never confess. But, I mean, I digress. So this third clip is what I wish I had on the first part of the documentary. Is I got it all set up now. Side by side, one camera in infrared and the other camera in regular digital spectrum, looking at the same vector of the sky, and an airplane will appear on both. Anything else, doing anything else, radiating in the infrared spectrum only, will only be in the infrared spectrum and not in the visible one. Hence, something else, unidentified, flying, object. So, and I got one, so that's what we're looking at there. You guys catch that? Because let me tell you, I just did. I've seen this clip probably 20 times, and I've seen that before. That's how fast it's going. I've seen that. It's daytime with my own eyes. That's what I see. I got the speed slowed down, and then I'll show them how to pause it. But if you notice, look at the shape of it, and the shape of the other one, and it's just odd. But yeah, if they were bad guys, they would have already been bad, unless they just, follow protocol, strike when ordered, or whatever, but that's foolish thinking. You gotta be real. Seems real. We're real. But I know this daytime footage really too much, or, show too much, but, what I can't show is, I've been dealing with these guys for like a year and a half now, everybody's been interacting with me, and, maybe hopefully in the future we get some more, a few one step further, who knows, but some different equipment would be nice too, but see what happens. These first few documentaries have been more on explanation of what we're not looking at, and these things are clearly not airplanes, or drones, swamp gas, jet fighters, or CR-3Ds, or fairies, or I don't know, but more fallen angels, because I wouldn't know what fallen angels has. Pretty much like a 9 to 5. Oh, I could be wrong. Just gotta leave our doors open, but, my guess is as good as the next, but these things are clearly light, they're craft, I don't know, what do you all think? Thanks for taking the time to watch, and way more footage to come. So, hope you enjoyed. Now, I believe that's all, folks.